Next generation. Who's the next generation? Generation X. Let me see the Xers. Where are we here? Generation X? Keep the hands up. Keep the hands up. Okay, look at these people. Look at me. I'm a Generation Xer. We are some of the mistrustful, unfriendly, cynical, skeptical people. You can put them down. I'm sorry. Put them down now. I'll put mine down too. That's just, we're wired that way. Skeptical, cynical. If there's someone in your life you kind of resent, chances are it might be a member of my generation. So here's how Cadillac positions its message to the Generation Xers.
That's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine.
Come on, Kyle.
That's mine, Kyle.
Revenge is a dish best served with 272 horses. The Cadillac ATS.
We are known as the cynical stalkers. We were born in 1966 through 1980. We are about 60 million live here. If we think about the characteristics and what we grew up in, I remember we know things do not go according to plan. In 1974, I'm 8 years old. I'm watching TV, and this is one of my first political memories I ever had.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. Vice President Ford will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
So we know things do not go according to plan. We have a built-in phony detector. When someone gets up in front to speak and they have initials after their name, we're going to be a little skeptical. We're going to ask questions why. We know that, we've seen space shuttles blow up. We've seen preachers fall from grace. We've seen a president get impeached. We just have a sense of cynicism to us. That's the way we are. We're also a latchkey generation and the real first generation of divorce. So when we'd come home from school, in grade school, often there'd be no one there. So we got used to kind of working by ourselves, kind of more a little bit in isolation, and that's kind of how we operate. And today, we value our time, and more so than our money. And so we kind of like to be left alone, get our work done, I want to go home. That's the way it is. We like boundaries. Definitely like boundaries. Don't come in and micromanage me. I'll get my work done. Done. Another area is we're the first generation to research online. We will go out and look at goods and services and products. I think I heard the average time a person spends online in this generation looking at cars is 16 hours. So when they show up at the car lot, they know everything about that car, maybe more than the car salesperson might. They know the financing arrangement. And all of a sudden, the salesman-manager routine that often happens, it becomes more of a facilitator versus a salesperson. My wife and I, we were contemplating a move to Florida this past year, and she researched every house that had 4 bedrooms, 3 baths in Collier counties in a certain zip code in certain neighborhoods, and she knew more than our real estate agent down there knew about it. Amazing. And she knew more about the schools than they did. But we are a very tough prospect to deal with. Very tough. But that's the bad news. The good news is once we become converted and we buy goods and services, no matter what they are, and we like them, and it's reliable, and we are served by that person or people or firm or store, we will tell everybody we know, good or bad, on that. We'll tell everybody we know, we'll become the best referral givers. We're also the most loyal of, the research shows, the most loyal of the people that are out there. Now, 2 things about us is that we are tension with the boomers. The boomers are our boss. They tell us what to do, and we tend to like to be work alone. And that's something we just kind of have to deal with, intra-businesses, if you will. And we're the primary recipients of the wealth that's coming down. So if you're selling products, goods, services, we think entirely different than the older generation.